Good afternoon and happy Sunday, Rooters. Welcome to the 10th and final day of this year's Mega May. Welcome to Mako Who Cleaned First, as well as QC. I hope you are all having a wonderful day so far today. And despite the fact that we originally thought I was only going to play for one day, because there's only one Mega Man game that I could play, well, yesterday we found out that that was not the case. We discovered a hidden gem. So, I am going to, for the first time, experience Mega Man Tennis, apparently. Yes, Mega Man had a tennis game. And most of you probably have never heard of this for a very specific reason. It was a phone game. Not just any phone game, though. No, this isn't like a smartphone app on Android or iOS. This is older than that. This is like one of those Nokia phone games. And for those of you who don't know, basically in Japan, they used to have what are called feature phones, which are kind of like in between like a really old phone and the smartphone. It's like halfway to a smartphone, but not quite a smartphone. But they would run lots of different games, kind of like smartphones run games. So it's really interesting Japan-only thing. And a lot of companies would release a bunch of like mobile games back before mobile gaming was really a thing. Apparently Capcom did that. And they made a tennis game. I'm not expecting a whole lot from this, so this could be a very short stream. Like Cersei was saying, this game is probably not going to be much more complex than the Battle and Chase game was. And Battle and Chase was actually a PlayStation 1 proper console release game too. This is a phone game, so this could be even less involved. They also could potentially be poorly made because mobile games are hit or miss. But we're going to find out together what this is all about, how well it plays, if it's interesting, if it has, like, really anything to do, and who's even in it. If you made your own game, what game would you make? Obviously a farm sim. I think I've talked about that several times. I have a lot of ideas for my ideal farm sim and how it would work. I wish I could do that. I have like a lot of stuff from Story of Seasons as the main influence, but there are a couple ideas that Rune Factory had that I like. There's also a couple of ideas that, there's another game out there that I drew some inspiration from that I can't remember right now. Not Stardew. There isn't really anything special from Stardew that I would take. But there's another indie game that I can't remember right now off the top of my head that I kind of liked some ideas it had. And I would probably take from that. What would a Mega Man gardening game entail? Will it to be growing Robot Masters? I don't know how that would work. But yeah, anyway, we're both gonna discover how this weird game is gonna work together. Because the magic of emulation has made it possible for me to play some Japanese-only phone game before Android and iOS was a thing. You posted something in the Discord. Well, I'm gonna have to look at that after the stream because I'm busy streaming. But we'll look at it after we're done and see whatever you posted. For now, you have fun, and I will dive into today's game. And hope that it actually, like, works. Okay, let's see. We got it up. Does that look okay on stream, everyone? Looks fine, okay. I guess we'll play a free battle match first just to see how the controls are. It's probably gonna be pretty important. Oops, okay, well that closed it. That was not the button that I wanted. I must have accidentally hit the back button. And it just closed the app entirely. Here we go. We've got Mega Man, Cut Man, Wood Man, Proto Man, Roel, and Shadow Man. Interesting selection. You get, like, the three most protagonist-y characters on the left, and then you get a Mega Man 1, a Mega Man 2, and a Mega Man 3 Robot Master. Let me try Woodman. Leaf Power Shot. I'm not really a power type though, but he's like the only like tree adjacent nature-y character that they are offering me here. I'm not gonna make any comments on that. Enough level. Yes, her done it easy. I'm not I'm not gonna be very good. Sure. Okay, how do I play? Okay, that's a good one for Mega Man's theme. It's the most iconic, so of course I'm gonna use that. Okay, move around. Okay. No, he's slow. He is very slow. This could be a problem. Wasn't that out? I disagree with that. That was out. Yeah. Okay, on easiest isn't too hard because he doesn't like return anything. But if I was playing on a higher difficulty, I definitely wouldn't be able to do very much because he is so slow. Oop. Huh? I hit it though. What did... He had charged Nay every time because how slow he is. This is actually a rally. He's got a weapon tag. What's that gonna do? Oh. Doesn't matter what it did. See, was not able to collect it. It looks like he's got like a flashing meter up there. I don't know. That's probably like for a special move, maybe? That's my best guess. Mine is not full though for some reason. Uh-oh. But, yep, that got by me. Oh, stop giving him energy. He doesn't need that. I guess he's losing is probably why. They're trying to rubber band. Leaf shield. Oops, I missed that one. It's full again. Is he gonna like do his Mega Buster? If I don't give him a chance. This does have like a slightly similar DNA to the Mario Tennis stuff. Where you charge them a special meter and then use a special shot on them. Although there's no special saves in this, it looks like. 100 screws, okay. Did I try another? Now let's go back to the menu actually, see what the screws are for. Oh, you can increase your stats? They're very expensive though. And we have... Wait. Oh, power surge. Energy boost, oh wow. That's, very expensive. Alright, let's try League Battle. We'll try to see if we can do the League as, Woodman. And if not, I'll try a different character. Yeah, like Mika's last somehow. Okay, we'll do the Light Cup. Cossack Magic. What's the last one it'd be? Like, Crossway haven't been Light, Cossack, and, Wily. I think Wily would be the last cup. And that's just Mega Man himself, the Mega Cup. Sigma Cup? Yeah, hopefully not. That'd be kind of silly. I don't even know if Sigma was a thing by the time this game was made, because they only reference up to Mega Man 4 with Cossack, so we don't even know if like the X series started yet or not. I mean, Mega Man did have his Marvel vs. Capcom theme, so I guess that's fair. Like what else are they gonna do for Mega Man and Roll? The Robot Masters have like actual stage themes, but they only have, those are basically their character themes. Mega Man's theme was originally Mega Man 2, and Roll's theme was originally in, oh shoot, what game was it? I don't remember what the game was now. It was some Japanese only game on the PlayStation 1, I think. Like, it was something... Oh yeah, her game... Yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom only used that because it already existed. It wasn't a new theme. It was from some other game, I forget now, though. Anyway, let's see how... Okay. She can't be tougher than Mega Man. We got Kara this time. But I'm getting beat pretty badly by Roll. Either she's tougher than Mega Man was. Or maybe it's because even though this is the beginner cop, it's not on easy anymore. It's probably higher difficulty. I say that and then she's just like swatting and missing every shot now. I jinxed myself by like criticizing her play. Faulty serve. No! This is tough playing as Woodman. I was sure to use a special attack, and I whiffed. Oh, this is bad. just use it. She didn't even try to return that. I like her pose where she's about to serve. It's pretty cute. Mobility issues. Come on, game, that was out. And then I'll lose this. So much for playing the League Cup. I hit that! This team is a little off with its tactic. It's giving them points for when I hit the ball, and it's giving them points for when they hit it out. Which I don't really think is fair. Yeah, I definitely lost this. Okay, I was actually in. I just couldn't get to it. She doesn't aim me how to use her special shot. Yeah, I lost. Oh, that's not it? That was the end. I still think it's funny that she needs her special shot the whole time. She's beaten without it. Did this replay her every time I win? Nope. So at least I still go on? How does this work? Is it like cumulative points? And at the losses, then you make game over. I chose the wrong shot that time. Wow, he smashed that one. How do you smash in this game? I have not figured that out. I can only lob. I'm losing all the matches. Seems like lobs do not work. Every time I lob it when he's at the net to try to go over his head, he just smashes it by me. First time I saw the computer get full. That matters. We're getting destroyed. I got my special just as I lost. Okay, this is definitely not gonna help. I'm sure he's gonna be harder than the first two matches that faced. I don't actually know what Perman's theme's from. I guess it's a weird remix of his theme, but doesn't have like the whistle part. Is it a good time to use it? Okay, I won a game, surprisingly. It's a little weird, so I don't see like a standings in between the matches, so I don't know like where I am. Like I know I lost every match, but I don't know like what the other wins and losses are to know what I'm doing in the cup right now. Even though I need a special shot on me pretty soon, isn't he? Which is his just like Mega Man, just the Proto Busters of the Mega Buster, or does he have like something more unique? Maybe something based around his shield? We're actually doing surprisingly well against Proto Man. There's the whistle. Ooh, I returned it! Wow, okay. That was surprising. I definitely did not expect to do that well. Especially just in the first two games, right? And do well at all. I don't know about that, but okay. They put Shadow Many here just because he's got one of the best themes in the series. Okay. I could just keep missing my returns, I like that. I would have preferred Plant Man, but I'll take what I can get. I missed. I gotta close out. It's a key point. Okay, he helped me out by hitting the net. Word Mantis must have like a really slow meter gain though. So I know everybody's getting their special a lot faster than he is. I would have won that point if it wasn't a fall anyway. I guess Cutman is maybe the most iconic of the first game, potentially. Yeah, I was gonna say, him and Gusman were the two they put in the Mega Man cartoon as the stars. Like, I mean, they put a lot of Robot Masters in there, but like, those were the main two. They were like the scratch and grounder of that show. The Mega Man next. Well, I beat him in practice, but that doesn't mean I'll beat him in actuality. We're like 2 and 2 though, so I could use a win. Okay, that was a really long rally. I would assume the most famous Robot Masters from each of the first 3 games are Cotton, Metal, and Shadow. That's most likely true. Though I can understand why I didn't put Metal in here. Just because it gets a lot of samey. They need a power type. So, I think they put Woodman in here just so they can at least have one power type character. Like, is either that or like use Gutsman for Mega Man 1. But I think people would prefer, well, I don't know, actually. I could just be biased, but I would think that Woodman's preferable to Gutsman if you had to pick between the two. That's quick and Gemini would be more interesting. That is true. It's your power, speed, and I guess technical from Gemini. You have like a Gemini laser that causes the ball to bounce like in weird directions. Oh, if they really wanted to get Mario Tennis style where you had like saves and like offense and defensive special shots, they could have the offensive one be Gemini laser where the ball has like weird bounces, and the defensive one could be his duplication where like another Gemini man goes out like on the other side of the court to like defend and hit it back. Makes me wonder where all the other defensive ones would be. Or at least from what you said. That's me tough, actually. Like, Quick Man could just have like a very like fast dash that hits the ball. Mario's had stuff like that. I don't know what Gutsman's defensive one would be. Proto Man can maybe like throw his shields at the ball to hit it back. Guess there's a boulder in the way of the ball. Oops. I'm blowing this. He's playing me hard. A's done special. Well, I'm gonna use mine first, I guess. I didn't realize I had a special. I was trying to lob shot it, but I guess we're here now. I wanted to wait to use my special for when he uses his, like, to maybe use it defensively, but it's not an option now. I feel like you let one of those shots go 2 bounces and it didn't count. They didn't give me the point for it. Hey, he's good. He was not returning this well in practice. Ugh, I blew it. If I could just get the advantage, I would use my special to guarantee it, but I didn't want to waste it before that. I missed little tiny, weak power shots. He's just saving everything. Can't get any points on him. I'm too slow to cover the court. Still wish I knew how smash shots worked in this game. Because he's able to do like higher power shots than I am. You know, I'm the power character. I've yet to figure out how to do a single one of those smash shots. I tried holding the button, that doesn't seem to do it. I've been pressing directions, that doesn't help. Somehow got it back to Deuce. Can I break him? Okay, maybe I can break him. So far, I've been very lucky that he has not used his special shot the entire match. And I've been able to use mine twice. Ooh, that was a good smash. And then he should have lobbed there. The aces are good. The aces are very good. Uh-oh, here it comes. That wasn't so bad. What? I hit that. Okay. I thought that was a good serve. Oh no. I learned how to choke here. This is match point, right? Okay, we need to use the special. Gotcha. Ooh, that was quite the comeback. Not only did I lose the first set, but I was down 30-0 the second set before coming only back, or I could even be 40-0. And then finally end up winning. I must have just had to learn as I went along, because I lost the first two matches, but then won everything afterwards. So just kind of getting used to controls and play. Of course, it leaves me in third place. Let's try with a different character to see if other characters might be easier to play as. How does Roll play? She needs to play Mega Man first. Sibling rivalry. Definitely nor mobile, which helps me stay in rallies. I hope she has the finishing power that would may have had. Okay, that was just a poor play. Okay, I'm not doing better with roll. And if I did that a little too early. I came back. Got the first game. See if we can break him. I was hoping that, like, I could get past him while he was going to get the energy. I feel like the energy pick was like a distraction. Nope. I got mine too. Get that out of here. Anyway, I see the game is playing pretty competently. It's a lot easier to play a faster character, though, than a slow one. But playing a character like Roll is not very hard to play compared to Woodman was. You can be you can't be reactive as Woodman, you have to anticipate, whereas Roll can actually react. And I feel like the power doesn't make that much of a difference, ultimately, compared to the ability to just get to the ball. That said, the downside of playing Rose is not hearing her theme. That's true, but you only hear her theme when you play against her anyway, so it's like a very small part of the game. But yeah, it's at least playable. You never know with the mobile game how like good or bad it was, but this is actually well made. I'll give Capcom credit on this, or whoever actually developed it for them. It's kind of fun. Like, it does its job. Like, it's short and simple, sure. There's not much to it. There are multiple cups, at least, I guess. But it's a fun tennis game. I will give it that. Like, the actual gameplay of it is not that far off from Mario Tennis Advance. It's not quite that level, but it's, again, not very far off. I feel like this would have been really good if they made like a full-fledged game out of it. Like a serious console game, instead of a phone game. And add like special defenses, and like obviously more characters. Like, this could have been something. More surprised there's an emulator, and even more surprised the translation. The emulator doesn't surprise me. The translation does. There's actually quite a few phone games on here too, with translations. There is a puzzle battle game. There's a bug sweep or whatever that is. There's Mega Man GP, Mega Man Panic Fire. It's quite a handful of novel games that have English translations. Never heard of a phone game emulator? I mean, I haven't either. Well, no, that's not true. I've heard of an Android app emulator, which is kind of similar, but not like these old phones, for sure. But because that's like such an old piece of technology, I'm not surprised. Because if they've done Android app emulation, then surely they would have had done something that's been around even longer. Especially because of the special allure and appeal of these weird Japanese exclusive games that are like higher quality than you'd expect for something that's on a phone. But they're real video games. So I'm not surprised that somebody decided, hey, these are worthwhile emulating. There are old pre-smartphone mobile games you always want to play, but assume you're never going to be playable. Yeah, you never know. I think I heard that this game got preserved in like 2014. So like 12 years ago is when they like got the capacity to play this game on the computer. After I'm done actually playing this, I do want to look into the program to see what other games might be available. We can kind of look to see if any ones that you're interested in might be on here. But, I'll wait until after I'm done with this, obviously. We have to focus on Mega Man first. Ellie, you forgot them all? Hell, fair enough. Well, I guess we won't. We'll also look at ones I'm interested in. Or, well, one of us here are interested, I should say. I guess Mega Man was the first opponent for Roll, just because Roll's normally a first opponent for everybody, so they just swap their roles. Though if Mega Man's normally the last, who's gonna be last for Roll? Proto Man, maybe? Oop, that was a bad serve. Cutman not doing as well as he did against Woodman for some reason. They have Robot Master weakness types. Cutman's super effective against Woodman now. He was a logging robot. That's his actual function that he was built for before Wally reprogrammed him. Yeah, that's just so much easier than the way he played against Woodman. He's like not even swinging at the ball half the time. I'll read that in a second. Oh, that was a smash, but I was not in a good position for it. I don't know how I did that, though. But I went into smash animation. Okay, I did it again. I'm not trying to smash it now. But at least it's set because of Roll not doing the right animations. Okay, yeah, just let me get it by you. That helps. No special meter yet. She does seem to build faster than Woodman did, though. Penny Meat special. You always wondered what bosses from one game would be weak to from the other games. Yeah, there's very limited, examples of that. Like, we have Mega Man 3 weapons against Mega Man 2 bosses in the Doc Robot, rematches. The Game Boy games had the opportunity to do a little bit of that, so that you can fight, some of the Robot Masters from the next game. with some of the powers of the first one, but their solution in like almost every case was just, it doesn't work. Also, Robbie Wars was a missed opportunity to have, like, during the Wily Tower, have teleport hatches to rematch, like, every single Robot Master from the first 3 games, so you can try all the weapons that you took in. And obviously, you can't have every weapon on you at once, but, like, you could pick a set of, like, 8 weapons, and you can, like, test them out on all the Robot Masters from the 3 games. That, like, would have been really cool if you could have done that. Though many people would have been, like, a little upset by that artificially extended duration of the game. So that would have been a real long game to fight every single Robot Master again. But it would have been some neat experimentation still. Can't wait until Mega Maker finishes adding all the bosses, they're so close. We'll have to look into that to see what they even have. Anyway, I think I could do one more match before the ad break. Oh, it's Woodman. First time we've heard this theme. Which, admittedly, is not a bad theme. Woodman's theme is pretty good. Oops. Let me see if I can exploit his lack of speed for this matchup and make him run the court. Oops, I did not return that well at all. Yeah, he can't get to that. Yeah. I have to play Tez a little different than I'm used to. Like, when I play Tez, I normally stay behind the baseline so I can be more reactive. But this game kind of punishes you for staying at the baseline. You kind of have to be a decent amount from the baseline, or otherwise, like, for some reason the ball just drops short and they count the point against you. Okay. It's one game down. Yep, just hit it where he's not. I swung too early. I'm gonna save my special for later. Like if I have a game point. Well, AI does occasionally do faults. I've never seen him do a double fault yet. They'll just give you free points. So here we go. Roll Buster. I'm pretty sure Roll, Mega Man, and Perman have the exact same special shots. There's only like 4 different special shots in the game. Okay, I know that the ad break is going to be coming up. Not soon. I want to say... Actually, how long would it be? 6-7 minutes maybe from now? I did finish that match quickly. It only took like 2 or 3 minutes. So I might want to go to the next one. So I don't even have like the 5-minute timer yet. Please don't do that. That is dumb and we will not partake in it. Don't be a Zimmer, Kyuki. That was out! Why did he get credit for that? Kimura has knocked the ball outside the line, and I still have to return it. Well, damn, he builds a special. But you're really fast. I wonder if speed is also tied to special meter of building speed. Here's the warning, so I'll have to finish this in like less than 5 minutes. Which, I'm on pace for that. As long as I don't have to go to tie breaks, this will be easy. I have to say, I just love the roll sprite animations for this game. They are so cute. She like really looks like she's ready to play tennis. It's adorable. Okay, time to beat him. If that memes aside, it looks like my estimation was probably roughly accurate. Considering like about a minute into the match, the 5-minute warning came up. So we're gonna hold off on the next match until after the ad break, which is helpful because I probably could use a little bit of recovery on my hands. Games where you're pressing buttons frequently and having to move around a lot in rapid succession does tend to make our fingers sore, because we don't do that very often. You should play a lot lower stress games. I will say though, I think Roll is the only one who actually looks like she belongs in a tennis game, just by her outfit. Because she's like wearing a simple dress, which like works. Whereas like everyone else is like armored robots. They kind of look out of place. She actually looks like a proper tennis player. Yeah, at least for Mega Man, there's no reason for him not to, because like we've seen Mega Man in casual clothes before. So he could definitely just like wear a tennis outfit and not have the helmet on or anything. Proto Man, we don't know, like theoretically he should be able to, but there's like no evidence. We've never seen him outside of the armor. Now obviously the robot masks are just as they are. There's not like armor, it's just part of their body, I think. So that doesn't really work as well. But at least Mega Man and maybe Proto Man should have like armorless outfits. Okay, so while we were on break, I went to look up where Roll's theme first appeared, because I was pretty sure I knew the answer, but I didn't want to say anything if I was wrong, because I wasn't 100% confident. But yeah, it was actually debuted in the other game I streamed this month, Mega Man Battle and Chase. If you, I guess, yeah, if you beat the game with Roll without losing a single race, it basically plays during the credits, like as a special like credit roll. So it was like the first appearance of that song. And then it got the version with lyrics in Marvel vs. Capcom as Roll's theme. Huh, that's weird. Only in the Japanese version. I would understand if it had, like, the lyrics. Maybe they figure, oh, well, we don't want a Japanese song here. But it says the karaoke version. So you would think that means it doesn't have any, like, vocals anyway. So it's just a song at that point. But I don't know. It's also apparently in the Rockman Complete Works version of Mega Man 6 for some reason. I don't know where it would play there, but it does. But yeah, a little history there, I guess. So let's continue the game. The 2007 phone game of Mega Man 1 has it, but that's because Roll is randomly playable? We're gonna have to check that out next year. We're gonna have to have Cersei play the phone version of Mega Man 1 as Roll. It might be worth it for the song. Okay, here's my question though. Why is the song not in Powered Up? You could play as Roll in that. That makes more sense than the phone version of Mega Man 1. I assume the Mega Man 1 phone game is still like 8-bit style. Whereas like Powered Up would like benefit more from like a song like that than just like a little chiptune of it. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, yeah, so the finals. If I can beat Proto Man, I should win the whole thing since I haven't lost a match yet. It's still a very weird remix of his theme. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I guess they sped it up because all the rest of the songs in this game are kind of faster paced. I don't know, something about it just feels off. Hey, we're off to a good start. He's that special in the back of his pocket, though. Okay. I I need to actually run to the ball. Come on, what am I doing? I'm gonna, like, choke here. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna save my special for his special, in case he uses it. Could you be nice and double fall? No, of course not. Take that back. I'm getting better at drop shots, at least. Okay, that's it. We won. Late cup completed. It's a lot of screes. We can buy an upgrade for Rogue. And I say Rogue because I'm pretty sure she's gonna need it more. Because she's gonna be the easiest one to play. We know she doesn't need speed because she's already kind of fast. But she's not Shadow Man fast, but she's still, like, fast enough. So you need to either increase her surfing power or her receding power. Which, just for me personally, I feel like I'm better at receiving than serving. So I need to actually increase her serve power. Oh, I guess when you buy one thing, it unlocks new things. Oh, it's just like an upgraded version of the previous one. Fair enough. Now here's the question. Do you think it's worth trying the next level league, which is basically the same thing but probably harder? Or have we seen enough of this game? I'll let the audience decide. Or do they want me to do like free battles with the other characters just to see what maybe their special shots look like and stuff? That's another option. Are you not curious what the final cup is? It's gonna be very hard to get to the final cup. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, I've gotten to the point where I can kind of beat the beginner cup and do decently well, but I don't know if I'd have the skill to even beat the Wily Cup, much less whatever the final cup is. Like, the real challenge is gonna be beating this. I assume you have to beat all 3 cups to unlock this. So yeah, I'm curious, but it's probably not something that is reasonable to do today. Considering it took me an hour to beat the first cup, and they're gonna get harder and longer. Because that was a 1-set match, this is a 3-set match, that's a 5-set match. And it's gonna be a 7-set match. Now that we have to actually, like, technically beat this, we just have to, like, see what it is as the goal. But, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off today. In the time before tiring out, basically. But I guess I'll see how the Cossack Cup matches go. And we will Oh, there he is. We'll equip power serve. Gives like slight boost to our serve. The court is also gonna play a little differently. Which we can't even practice on the final court until we unlock it, I'm sure, because there'll be a spoiler of what it looks like. That was long to skip one point. Okay, good ace there. Serve power helping a little bit. Okay. Three straight aces after a really long first one. I got some good serves in. That helps. Okay, I was scared there, so I wasn't ready to return that. I thought it got by him. Oh, I hit the net there. Why does he have full power already? That's worrying me. I'm getting distracted by the fact that he's got full power, I know. Okay, this is good. I think I can beat him. It's 2 games to 0. Second set. Technically an ace. So definitely harder, but not like impossible. But it might be harder enough that I might not be able to beat the Wily Cup. At my current skill level. Especially if I keep making mistakes like that. What they consider a fault for a serve is very weird. Yeah, don't get that power up. Oh, it disappeared. Well, he's alright full anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. We have a chance, but he could break us with a special shot. Or he can just get ace, that's good. Uh-oh. I tried to get too fancy there. Basically, he's playing defensively here. But that doesn't even get by him. And he's got... He gets all the power up, I'm not getting any. Still can win now. Oh, I smashed it, but I hit the net. The one time I finally do a smash, I still don't know how to do it on purpose. You want to be near the net when you do those, though. Uh-oh. He's gonna come back. I don't get more power. It's the last thing I need. Yeah, good tie break. I have to re-lock in to win at this level. Kinda tough. Huh? I used my special shot and didn't do anything. This is being bad. Can that help? That was a fault? Yeah, this is tough. I'm not, like, convincingly winning, even though I think I am. He's gonna come back and win. Every time I think I got it by him, I absolutely did not. Yeah, I've fallen apart. I can't maintain this pace. At least I'll get this one. He returned it! Well, now I'm really in trouble. Yeah, he's playing way too good. I've lost like the last 6 in a row. Ace, at least. Like, the next one who wins a point wins the whole set. And I start off with a fault. Great. Oh, I just gave him the point for free. I don't have the endurance for this. Like, I was at my limit there, and I broke. I don't really have the energy to play again. At third set. This level's too hard for me. Like, if I win fast, I'm okay. But the longer it goes on, I just get tired. I can't lock in for that long. I didn't mean to do that. I did it now. I didn't was that special. The problem is the special button and the lob button the exact same button. So when I try to do a lob, I will do the special instead. which is kind of weird because it means you're going lob situational. I don't know if I like that system. Yeah, I can't maintain a lead. It's hard to play at key points. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw this entire set. There's probably advanced techniques I don't know, like different types of shots that you can do in ways that I just don't understand. But he's not too low me here, probably. My serve power is not helping that much. I'm still not getting aces on him. I mean, I am sometimes, but not enough to make a difference. Can we go to the tie break? Great way to start the tie. I haven't won any tie-break points so far. I guess they just meant to owe me. Yeah, I can't beat this cup. It's too hard. So we're definitely not gonna be able to see what the final one looks like. Today. Because I fell apart during the very first match of that cup. It's way above my skill level. Well, it's slightly above my skill level right now. So I would get basically inconsistent mixed results, which is enough to win. Like, I anticipate going like 3-2 on average, like I did with Woodman in the Beginner Cup. Definitely not quite enough. But yeah, does anybody want to see anything else before I quit the stream? I mean, it's worth it if people are interested. I've explored the basics of the game, but there's no point in showing anything that nobody cares about, so it's really up to what people in chat are you here for. Well, that's not helping me at all. Let me put it this way, unless you say there's something that you want to see, I am not going to share anything else because It's 100% based on audience interest right now. What all have you not shown? Well, we haven't seen any of the characters beyond Woodman and Roll, other than like the opponents. But like, Mega Man we kind of seen a decent amount of, because, you know, we've seen he's got the Mega Buster. Proto Man basically has the exact same thing, but with the whistle. But I don't think Cutman or Shadow Man did anything anytime we faced them. So we don't really know what their stuff looks like. Okay, I gotta close out because I'm in the middle of the tournament. So I think I need to reset the game in order to, just go to no to resume previous. Read that. We'll use this court. I need practice on this new one. And we'll just do a 1-set match. Or easy. Actually, 3-set match. Well, yes, do a 3-set match so we have enough time to build up special meter. Because if he doesn't like return anything, it's probably gonna take a while. Because I am still fatigued, so I'm not gonna play super well. Kind of the only reason I put on easy. Cutman's movement is very weird, but he's not as slow as Woodman. But he feels like he has very poor acceleration. Like, when I first start, like, pressing the direction, he doesn't really move at all, almost. And then he starts moving, like, after, like, a slight delay. Oops. I did not mean to do that. I don't know what I did. I'm actually losing it on easy. It might be a reason why the Cutman kept charging the net. Just trying to play long enough to build special so I can show his rolling cutter. But I am not lasting long enough the rallies to do that. Oh wow, that's the first time I've ever seen the computer double fall. Oh, at least we got a special now. So let's look at it. Did I press the wrong button? Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. When I was done. Here we go. Okay, that barely looked like anything. But that was the rolling cutter. It must go with the title here. Alright, so now we can look at the other competitor. Was a very high speed type. platform is the closest thing to a ninja. Oh yeah, his speed's way up there. So he's probably gonna play similarly to Ro, I assume. He's just even faster. I don't know how the asphalt court is going to play into factor. This is the Wily stage court. So if I do ever beat the Cossack Cup, that is what we're going to essentially have. Which what I might do, if I ever feel like playing this on the side, I might practice the game and then come back to it on another Mega May and see if I feel like I've improved. Try playing the other cops and see if I can get further in. Oop, that was a terrible serve. Shadow Man's not building meter very fast. Yep, this is the Wily Cup stage for a reason. Gotta have his branding. I don't think the previous core had the Cossack logo though. But he's not vain like Wily, so I guess that's why. I need to get some power. Okay, here we go. If he can might hit it back at me. Oh! Okay, that's actually cool. He has like a decoy ball that you think you're gonna hit that one and the real one goes past you. That's gonna be the most interesting one. That's actually definitely the most interesting one. The rest of them are kind of very boring, comparatively. Like, 3 of the characters just shoot a buster that bounces. Leaf Man just has the leaf shit around his ball. Cut Man just has a little slightly cut animation. I don't know what it really does. But then Shadow Man's like, I'm gonna create a decoy ball. I kinda like that, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's Mega Man Tennis anyway. I want to see if, so other phone themes are on here. It sucks. The first thing that came to mind for a Japanese exclusive phone game that we were interested in was Athena Full Throttle, which was basically like SNK did a remake of the original Athena game with like fancier graphics for the phone. So that was like their first thing we went to look at, but that does not come up in the search. Like Athena doesn't return anything, so I'm guessing they do not have that here. They do have Star Ocean Blue Sphere, though. Though it doesn't indicate that there's an English translation for it, so it would just be the Japanese version, unfortunately. But you could theoretically play it. The Athena one was more interesting, though, because, like, even though that would also be Japanese only, it's just a platformer, so you could manage that without English. I don't really think you could really manage an RPG without having the right language. And I can't think of any other phone games that we heard of that stand out as ones we would be interested in trying. And you said you forgot the ones you want to look at. They apparently have some Ace Attorney phone games. Just looking at RAM stuff in the game list. To see if anything pops up. Or stands out. There's a Castlevania game. There's a game called Alice in the Distorted Land. What is that? Is a lot of stuff to look through. Man. He has way too many things to look through. There's some Bomberman games, actually. But yeah, really ain't in the B's. So I'm like, look at every single game in here. But yeah, there's a lot of options. No C's probably released around 2006 to 2007. What are all the English patch games? Even that's probably a lot. Rockman Dash. Why'd you want to play Rockman Dash on the phone, though? There's a few Bomberman games that are translated. What? Final Fantasy VII snowboarding? That was a thing? There's a Kingsfield game on the mobile phone. A ton of Kingdom Hearts games. A few Sonic games. Including Sonic Jump, which was ported to Android anyway later on, I think. Oh, there's a Sonic Tennis game for the mobile phone. Okay, I'm just gonna download that, don't mind me. Not that we have a Sonic month, but Sonic September, no. September is our affiliate anniversary month. So we're definitely not gonna do a specific game theme month there. It doesn't seem like there's any SNK stuff on here for some reason. Cause not only does it not have the Athena game, not just no King of Fighters mobile games, I would have to imagine they had to release at least one. But it's very, very devoid of anything that SNK has ever done, I think. And it is, yeah, that's kind of awkward for you, but you already had an edition before you became an affiliate, so that's just kind of what it is. Whereas we had the affiliate month before we implemented anything, so it just seems to make the most sense to not and just celebrate our affiliate anniversary. Possibly been trying to use that as like the big donation push because September is also in September. So we're like how that goes this year with trying to make maybe hopefully come up with some more interesting incentives for donations this year. I should be on my chat screen for this. I'm just like sitting in the game window for no reason. It's ironic that the tradition is what led to being the kid. That's true. Mega Man brought people. Mega May brought people there. And they went to sub to you. And now you're a happy affiliate. Once. I mean, stuff like that's inconsistent usually. So people occasionally show up here and there. Like even for our streams, like there were a couple of streams at the beginning of this month where we had a pretty high viewership. And then after we took our break and came back for the second half of the month, we really didn't get any kind of turnout. So, you know, that's how it is sometimes. The first 4 games are the most popular. Yeah, that's also a thing. So people are not going to be as interested in playing those ones. I'm surprised so many people were interested in watching me play Battle and Chase, though. We had like 8 viewers for that stream. And then it kind of fell when we came back and was mostly playing Cersei playing all the Game Boy games was kind of very spotty with viewership. Even interesting, oh, it's a roll hack. Come see this. Didn't really encourage that many people to watch, I think. But oh well. Yeah, some people might. That's the thing, yeah, some people might not know it existed and was curious, and that was the logic I was using for this stream. Because I feel like even less people would have known that Mega Man Tennis existed. Sure, Battle and Chase was again, it was a console release. It wasn't released in the United States, but it was at least released in English as so capacity in Europe. So there's more likely you have heard of it if you're a Mega Man fan than this obscure Japanese mobile game from 2007. So I figured, oh, maybe people want to watch this because they're curious and never heard of it, but didn't have the same luck this time. The Game Boy games are kind of rough in a lot of ways, especially the audio. Yeah, they are. But again, we were hoping that, oh, well, maybe you'd be interested in watching it played with Roll as the character, because that's different. But oh well. This year's Mega May has come to a conclusion for us. And we have a whole year almost to figure out what we're going to do for next year. We know that Cersei has material. She can continue playing the rest of the Game Boy games. That's always the option. She's got 4 and 5 to get through still. And then maybe even beyond that, she can play other roll hacks of other games. Or that we saw that Mega Man 1. Or why we didn't see it on here, but if it is on here, the Mega Man 1 mobile game that has Rose playable is an option as well. Now that we have this phone set up. Assuming we can get it on here. If it did, actually, let me look at it. Can I still pull that up? I have to see if that's either one here. I thought just claim Rockman as the most reliable. I see Rockman 4, Rockman GP, Rockman EXE, Rockman X, I don't see just like Mega Man 1 or Rockman 1. So that might not be an option then, for her, unfortunately. As we can find some other way to play it between now and then. But she's got a few games anyway. As for the rest of us, we have no idea. Like, Shui could just continue playing the regular series, even though it won't be like the same version since like, before was the Wily Wars version specifically, we'd have to go to like the NES version of the games. But that is still something that can be done, starting with Mega Man 4 and going forward. I don't know if there's anything else in particular, anything that would be interesting or fun to do. They don't really want to play the X series, except for maybe playing the Mega Man Extreme games on the Game Boy, because those are kind of easy. But we're really not good with the other X series games; they're a little too complex for us. So I don't know if we would really want to play them or not. There's a port of that version for Android/iOS, but I think Roll is removed from that version for some reason. Oh, that's so stupid. We'll have to look into it and do some research. But again, we have almost a year to figure that out. So, no rush. Although, there might be rush appearing in some games we play, depending on what we do. It is a shame that the, secret... The Rockman... Wait, this Rockman strategy? What is that? Are you trying to introduce a game for Lilum to play? But I was gonna say that it's a shame that the Sequel Wars project seemed to have, like, died. Because it'd been nice for Shui to follow up the Wily Wars playthrough with the Mega Man 4 through 6 equivalent next year. But they only did 4 and then that was kind of it. SRPG for PC that was originally only available in Taiwan, of all places, but some people have preserved it. They translated to English? Or do I have to, like, read Chinese to figure it out? Sort of. That doesn't bode well. Well, we'll probably start looking into those things early next year. And not stress it this year. We have to plan for other stuff for this year. Which brings me to our future streams. Cersei hinted on this a little bit, but I want to cover some more. Especially for those who may not have been here yesterday at the end of the stream, just in case. But also for more clarity. As was discussed, we will not be streaming this upcoming Tuesday. We're just going to skip that one. Thursday is still kind of 50-50 up in the air. But if we do stream, it will be Lilum returning to Persona 5 Tactica. Saturday, Shui will be hosting a tournament for Twinkle Star Sprites. And then next Sunday, I will be returning back to streaming. Or at least I'll be attempting to. It will highly depend on how the game decides to cooperate. Because if you recall, the last time I tried to stream, the game took up too many resources, and it was like messing up my audio, so I wasn't able to really like reliably stream the game. But I'm going to try another game. And if it works, then we'll be playing that for the foreseeable future. So I guess look forward to that. Anyway, I'm getting the warning of another ad break, so before that triggers, let me go find somebody to raid. Or not. I don't see anybody on. I must be ending my stream too early in the day that nobody streamed. Whatever happened to, Amalia? She usually streams on Sundays. She's oddly not on today. It's like my go-to, like, fallback person to raid. There's a couple people that Shui knows on, but I don't know them, so I'm afraid to raid them. I'm not that, outgoing. So I guess we'll just end the stream. But I will see you all next Sunday. And I hope everyone has a good rest of your day.